Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another HABS Daily News with your hockey coach, called FRENCHY. Today, episode number 136. What do you have on the menu, coach, today? First of all, we're going to talk about the game yesterday, Montreal played against Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm going to talk about, guys, today, the HABS prospect of falling down. Then I'm going to talk about, of course, the next game for the Montreal Canadiens, again, the Winnipeg Jets. And finally, when the Montreal Canadiens are going to cut some players. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, you know the drill. You know how this works. Please click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Show, sharing this on your social media, and finally, leave me a comment about the episode 136. And let's dive in, talking about the first subject of the day. Here we go. The first subject of the day is the game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. Oh my God. Oh my God. Boring. Yes, it was. Think about this. Montreal Canadiens have 0 players could play top 6 for the upcoming year. The Toronto Maple Leafs have only 1 forward play top 6, William Nylander. On the defense, they have, honestly, Raleigh and DJ Brody and Giordano. Montreal, no experience whatsoever other than the fact Chris Whiteman have the most game in the NHL. So what do you expect? Exactly. Montreal lost, but it was boring to watch. But we are here to talking about front prospect. For me, some of them did very well overall. Whatsoever, the Montreal did not score 0 goal against the Toronto Maple Leafs. First of all, I want to talk about Philippe Mézard. Whoa. Offensive, flashy, skill players. He showed to you at some point. He picked up the puck with speed at the blue line, coming inside the zone. Shift one defenseman, a shooter puck, and Murray make a save, but great play from Philippe Mézard. The reason I'm talking about him, he showed a couple of great things during the game, but do you believe he should play in the American Hockey League next year? I believe my answer is yes. I think right now he showed for the rest of this organization, he have all the skill to play in American Hockey League if they have a spot for him. Something we're going to follow up. But Philippe Mézard, for me, yesterday, had an overall great game. But the most impressive for me was Emil Heineman. Honestly, it was his first game at the exhibition game with the Montreal Canadiens. He played over 16 minutes, 6 shots on the net. He had a couple of great opportunities during this game. I like the way he protected the puck, skate with the puck, good shot. Honestly, I was impressed by him. Now, we know he have no chance to see with the Montreal Canadiens. He's maybe show up something where Montreal should keep him a little bit longer during this main camp for the Montreal. The next player I want to talk about, guys, and I know every game we're going to report what he does, great or bad. Overall, for me, he have an okay game. Not a great game, but he does so much great things on the defensive zone. He show exactly why he played last year in the Finland League and the Liga League, where it's really defensive. He really learned to play great on the defensive zone coverage, back check him hard, and he does a couple of details of the game. He's really good to stop the players many times. So he's really good on the details of the game. Now, I understand you guys want him scoring goal, flashy thing. I didn't see a lot of carry-on puck to go around players yesterday, but I like the fact he battled. He's really good on the battle, 1 versus 1. Back check him is good. For me, it's okay. He's only 18 years old. And I think right now he's just learning what it takes to stay in NHL. Coach, are you thinking he's going to stay with Montreal Canadiens? I will wait after the weekend, give you my answer. I already know what's going to happen with him, but I don't want to tell you right now what is my prediction about Slavkovsky. Finally, I want to talk about the next player. This is the last one for the prospect. Jordan Harris. Again, every time he play, he show consistency. We see him jumping one time on offensive zone, and he almost scored. He have a great shot on the net. So that's for me, he showed me how his IQ is excellent. But again, on the defensive zone, he does very well. Other prospect was in the game yesterday. Justin Barron played his second game. He need to step up. I did not see a lot of great things from him yesterday. And then it was the first game on Arbor Jack I. Overall, it was okay. Struggled a bit on defensive zone. He did not have a bad game. I like his breakout passing overall. But, nothing like he said, oh my God, he did an amazing, great game. I didn't see from Arbor Jack I. Now we need to talk about Owen Beck to finish this reviewing game. Owen Beck was okay. He did not play with veteran hockey player like Monday in NHL, like Hoffman and Caulfield. He played more with Mézard yesterday with the Montreal Canadiens. He have only great thing, 54 percentage on the face-off. He was excellent. He didn't have a bad game. He always played good. I just did not see an Owen Beck where he showed us every single time he play, but it's normal. He's only 18 years old, so it'll be interesting to follow up with him. And that's complete, guys, the reviewing of this game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal is back already in the ice tonight against the Winnipeg Jets at the Bell Center. I expect more veterans on the ice for the Montreal Canadiens. Possibly we see Gallagher in the lineup tonight and other veterans like David Savard. And I can go that list tonight. Christian Dvorak is another one. I expect more veterans inside the roster for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. So my next subject of the day, I just want to follow what happened yesterday and the game number 1 Monday. We saw a couple of players step up since the beginning of the rookie camp. The Jordan Harris example. Albert Jacquet have a great camp overall. Owen Beck, Philippe Mézard, Slavkovsky now, we know he's the first overall pick. What happening right now? I believe right now some have prospect and danger falling down and the ranking of the best prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. One of them is Matthias Norlander. Is getting really congested on the left side for the Montreal Canadiens. And Norlander right now, in my eyes, is possibly behind Harris, Cooley, Harbour, and battle with Schoenemann. So Norlander right now, I feel like he's going down. He will have to step up. He still have more game to come, but Norlander need to step his game if he want to possibly play with the Montreal Canadiens this season. The next one is Jesse Alonen. Reason I put him falling down, not much, but the fact like Emil Henneman and Mézard step up as a winger, Alonen now have to look around and say, wait a minute, I need to step up. He played tonight with the Montreal Canadiens. I see a couple of good play, but not good enough. I think Henneman have a better game. So Jesse Alonen, I really believe he's going to return with the Laval Rocket, but he needs to step up his game if he wants to stay on the top 2 players to get the call up at some points during the season. Then Riley Kidney. We need to be really bit more caution here with Kidney. He's only 18 years old. Going to turn 19, going to return in the QM this season, have a 100 point last year. I understand this, but he's not a big player forward winger. So he needs to step up his game a little bit before he leaves the building in Montreal. If not, you need to have a great year in the QM. I'm not discouraged or negative about him. He's only 18 years old compared to Alonen and Norlander are older. But Riley right now, I didn't see a lot of overall great things since the beginning of the rookie camp. We have maybe one game in Buffalo, good. But again, since the beginning of the main camp, I think we need more from him. I'm sure he's going to have a great year with QM. Again, patient with him. We'll see how he's going to develop overall. The next player I want to talk about is Justin Barron. I was expect a lot for Justin Barron. Honestly, I thought he's going to be great at the main camp and he's going to become a great, solid right defenseman. Listen, he's only 20 years old. I'm not going to give up on him at all, but he needs to get a little bit better on the physicality of the game, the battle 1 versus 1. He needs to be a little bit more stronger. We know what he can do on the offensive side. We see again Toronto tonight, some flashy play, but consistency for him, defensive zone coverage. Right now, on the ranking of defensemen is not at the top anymore. I think Coley a little bit better. I think Harris a little bit better. Now he is going 3 or 4. The good news for him is the right side. But is it good enough for him to stay with the Montreal Canadiens at the beginning of the season? I'm not sure about this. Honestly, the management won't tell us if they keep him or not. But I would like him to step up his game until the end of this main camp, see what's happening with him. And that's conclude, guys, this subject of the day. Let's move on now for the next subject. The next subject, guys, we are about 13 days, 13 days before the beginning of the season. We know now Montreal is already started their main camp for almost like 1 week. And I expect after the game tonight, again, the Winnipeg Jets, or Friday morning, the Montreal Canadiens is going to announce a lot of players going to be released from the main camp. It's going to return where they're supposed to be. And the reason why is because the Laval Rockets start their main camp October 2nd. So that's honestly bring everything about this weekend. And the junior player like Joshua Watt, Riley Kidney, I think some of them could return with the QM, and other players with the Montreal Canadiens are junior age should be returned during the week, during this the next couple of days. Now, of course, I think they're going to possibly keep Owen Beck and Philip Mézard a bit longer, but I'm talking about other players, so expect some move from the management for the Montreal Canadiens to make some cut after the game against the Winnipeg Jets on Friday morning. And this way, guys, this concludes another episode of the HABS Daily News. Here we go, guys. That's it. That's all for this episode 136. We talk about reviewing the game for the Montreal Canadiens. Don't forget they play against the Winnipeg Jets tonight. Then we talk about some HABS prospect are falling down. And then finally, we talk about some players going to be cut or released from the Montreal Canadiens after the game with, again, the Winnipeg Jets or Friday morning. Don't be surprised about this. And the Laval Rockets start their main camp October 2nd. So thanks again to watching another great video of HABS Daily News. But we want to remind you, of course, don't forget to subscribe, click on the like, and finally, leave me a comments about the episode 136. And you know this. You have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody.